Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition and the Trespasser DLC. We're now in the crossroads. Yay. I honestly forgot the crossroads were a part of this. Oh hey, look. I was gonna say a hollow statue, but no. That's someplace back in the Winter Palace, I think. Though to be fair, it looks sort of like one of these statues, doesn't it? But would it still move me back and, you know, not the crossroads? So the problem though is we have like multiple blood trails. Like there's one that goes down there and one that goes that way. This one looks like a closed illusion though. Doesn't it?
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
What's wrong? That one doesn't like you?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
Well, maybe, but probably not from here. Probably have to do some things first. Well, let's go the other way. Does that one look active? But who knows where it could lead?
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Right. Let's see where this guy came from.
What about that over there? Huh? Or to be fair, it looks like we'll eventually get over there because there's an examiner over there. And maybe something else. But the problem though is, I don't think we're getting there from here yet. Unless this leads over there. But let's find out. Where does this go? Well, wherever it goes, enters a loading screen. And remember those dwarven mugs we found in the descent? Yeah.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Oh, goody. Oh, let's keep following the blood trail then.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad.
Oh, apparently we have a glowy thing here. Well, let's listen to the Iron Bowl.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass. How about it, Katan?
Ah, we're doing the names, are we?
It's a title of honor, Kadan.
I need a drink.
Do you want your Amatus to cheer you up? I could do some of those flexes you like.
We're just silent the entire time. It's like we don't know how to respond to this. There's a lever over there. So that means there's also an open one there. Oh, but that one's open from like the other side. Oh god, my eyes. Herp. Well then. We probably head that way. Apparently we have more conversations floating in mid-air.
This, whatever this is not our honeymoon. Just so you know.
The second best party of this whole affair.
Josie wanted me in a dress so foofed you could lose a ham in it.
How bad does this hurt? That bad, yo. Is it that bad, yo?
Stop dying, you!
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to bypass it. How about if I go... Nope. Wow. It's like I'm trying to bypass it, and the game's like, nope. Everything's just death.
I'm falling back.
How do I get past fire that doesn't want to go away? Nope. I thought I almost had it too. Whoop, I don't mean it. Yeah, it's like, yeah, like, as soon as I get anywhere near it, it's like, nope. Okay, wow. Shit. So how the hell do I get past purple fire? Like... This contains a large boost to attach to one pull. Oh, that's the thing. Can I just get back over? Yes. Okay, so that was a waste of health potions. Yeah, apparently I have to use like another thing that I don't think I have yet. But oh well. Someone turned these Canary to
Scorch
stone.
marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this to them.
So we're going over there to that place. Oh, let's see where this one leads. Yay, mirrors after mirrors after mirrors. Yeah, we are. Isn't that cool? I like that.
Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to
So
that
we were
island.
over there. Now we're over here. More wolf statues. Oh, that's a broken illusion. Too many illusions, you know? That's one problem I also had with Veilguard, was there was way too many illusions, you know? They made a very big deal back in fucking Origins about the fact that illusions are very fucking rare. Let alone finding a working one is very fucking rare. Because, you know, they're supposed to be super rare, like the ancient elves use these and they're not supposed to really be in content anymore and all that. Right? So, like, the one in Origins, like in the very start for the Dalish Origins, the fact that, you know, the mail just... who knows where it went? And then Dragon Age 2 with, like, Merrow's illusion and the fact that, you know, probably should not be fixing that because you don't know where it's gonna lead. It could lead to the Fade, it could lead to anywhere, it could lead to, like, just falling off in space, who knows? But yeah, then when you get here into Inquisition where it's like, okay, you have one illusion, technically, just in the back of your Skyhold. And it's not important. Supposedly Morgan brought though. Supposedly, the problem is I think it actually exists before Morgan even shows up, so... that's a bit of a problem. Inconsistency. And then, okay, that one leads to technically the crossroads, but not the crossroads that we were at in this. Still, it leads to the crossroads. Or at least Morgan figured out how to get to the crossroads. And then now there's just more mills that lead to Elsewhere. It's like, okay. And then we're looking, and you know, Coryphus is looking for, you know, an Illuvian. And you know, Illuvians are super fucking rare, right? Remember that, super fucking rare. And the only one you could find was the one that's, you know, at the temple. The Mythos. So he's like, I'm gonna go through that. Because 10 enters the Fade directly. It's like, okay. Only problem though is we tend to be sent to the Fade. In a way. Maybe not the way we expected, but in a way we sent him to the Fade, technically. And now we just, by the way, there's just Illuvians every fucking well now. Like, you know, for some reason there was one there in the Winter Powers. For some reason there's, you know, the Crossroads with like 5 more mirrors. And look, here it's just a mirror Illuvian that leads to an Illuvian. A broken statue. But we can't go ask them what's up. Not from this side. So fine, we'll go through the Illuvian. Into the Illuvian. Now where the fuck are we? Now we're over here. Who? What? Okay, now we have a fucking Elfsville.
I think that spirit considered us intruders.
Maybe it's all the intruding we did? When we intruded?
It must have been set to guard something.
Oh, hey, look. There's an old broken Illuvian. 'Cause, you know, there's just Illuvians every fucking well. Well, we're going to end up over there, too? 'Cause, yeah, we've been over there. We've been there. Now we're up here. How am I gonna get over there? Apparently I'm gonna poke this wall. A watch of powerful magic carries the impression of welcome from which is sliced by elven slaves. Fleeing to this place in ancient times, greeted by others, who then tend to their wounds are not so much hurt as felt. Then I'll bid you welcome, rest knowing the Dreadwolf guards you and his people. Guard this valley. In this place you're free, entrusting us you will never be bound again. Oh great,
That was
hey
like
look.
Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Slaves? Of other elves? The old elves? Pissers.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the Dreadwolf Fen'Harel.
Fen'Harel? The Dalish elves' god of misfortune.
Hey look, more of that shit. Well, at least we know one more way this works, so... Oof. Electricity-based attacks are much more power with the cost of a large amount of health. See, that's... Paul knows how to come to focus on electricity-based ability.
Canary were living here. Why?
Then more entertain no one's army. With more instructions for you, second drop point more people on the ground soon it has better grow.
These Kunari were running when they... A
Ow.
letter by the Kunari. Why are they translating it into our language?
That's a good question. Iron Paul, you know anything about this? No. I would assume I have to get over there to get over there to get over there. Not enjoying this. It's like, I don't like this so far. Like, this is dumb. Like, okay, now we're
That
over
alluvion only took
here.
us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
Good for moving around a city.
Yeah, because we
visiting
were over
friends,
here.
deploying guards.
So, now here. Where are we gonna go now, everyone? Oh, so fuck if I know where we're at. Yeah.
Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Like, as far as we know, we're just in some random elven room in the middle of fuck all. So I don't even know where we're, you know, where we're at, and technically in terms of, now, hey, we gotta listen to Dorian now.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
You bring your handkerchief?
I'm not allergic.
You always say that, and a half hour later you're taking mine.
Amatus, can you not fuss like an old...
Aha!
Oh, there you go.
Let's move on, shall we?
I like how they're a couple. It's like we're, it's like we're going out on, you know, couples night. Because I'm with Sarah, then Dorian, and I'm bored together. So yeah, couples night out. It's a double date. Okay, let's go poke this one too. Wait. Most powerful magic has a hanging power image is flashed by a man in wolf skin and sang with a group of freed slaves, clasping one's arm in friendship. Words are not so much heard as felt. Venom has been falsely named a god, but is its mortals in a view. Takes no divine matter and asks that none be bestowed upon him. He leads only those who would help willingly, let none be holden bought by choice.
This is Fen'Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
Kinda curious that this guy had to specify he wasn't a god.
But Fenny helping is bonkers.
Fen'Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
The worship how the magic house is on such a bit for images light by other mages and saving tens of thousands making elegant proclamations of godhood. Words are not so much heard as felt. The gods are Ephemera's claim to divinity, yet they are not but mortals, powerful magic who can die as you can. The place we teach those who join us to unravel their lives. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. I'm not sure if this was before they, you know, enslaved the dragons to the will, you know, before the whole blight thing. But yeah. Because remember, the whole thing about them technically is they're technically linked in a way to, you know, at least most of them were linked to, you know, those archdemons. The archdemons being, you know, the old gods of adventure. And the archdemons being basically, you know, can't be killed by normal means because they will just, you know, oh no, I'm dead. Whoop, I'm just gonna be reborn again in this Overdark spawn. And since, you know, the old gods linked to, since the old elven gods linked to these archdemons that can't die, and because the archdemon itself can't die, they can't die because, yeah. Anyway.
This claims the elven gods were just ever near us, powerful, but completely mortal
Oh, that's
mages.
painful to look at.
Whoever ran this place was trying to rebuild the slaves' confidence. Get rid of old propaganda.
If that's true, Fen'Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
But here's the thing, even if they weren't actually gods, they're still powerful enough to, you know, claim the role of divinity, so yeah. The anchor now automatically generates focus over time. Discharge the accumulated focus by using the new ability in battle menu where the mount key used to be, or by pressing the sign key. So hey, by the way, you no longer have a mount, but you have this. Discharge the anchor makes your body briefly invulnerable. The anchor also glows brightly for a short time, letting dark arrows or appearing objects hidden now.
You alright, boss?
I'm not sure. It stopped at least.
The Veilguard, we have this ability now. Boosh. Oh god, that's painful to look at. Like the fucking flickering. That's my problem with it. Like, it's one thing, but yeah, the flickering itself.
This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Oh god, can we stop with this lighting effect? Fuck my arms. Jesus, guys.
The main please!
Well, going to be buried properly. We'll be having a problem. Apologies in advance. Apologies in advance to everyone who has eyes. 'Cause that hurt mine too. Like, it's a dark room, okay, so your eyes have to adjust. But then we also add green flickering light, which hurts to look at. And then that. Ow. Like, I think we just murdered several people from seizures. Jesus. Like, Bioware, you have a fucking legal team for this shit.
Creepy here, yeah?
Jesus. Like, I know anymore we have to put that... Like, games have to do that whole warning at the start where it's like, by the way, that might be lights that are gonna cause seizure juicy thing. They have, all games have to practically put that warning, even if that isn't that. But this game, holy shit. It's like, we're just gonna have the most flickery bullshit lighting system for abilities and shit that, yeah. I think half the people playing this probably died trying to get through it. Jesus. Anyway. Now we have to go back. I know, right? How we go over there? Well, eventually we'll figure it out. So remember, technically, now that you have your anchor discharged, you could technically use that to get across though. Across the purple flames. Instead of just burying across. But oh well. Oh, we put this thing here. Oh, the canard disappeared. Now here's the thing. Yay,
Canary.
that actually helps. Hey guys.
Bashidon! The Inquisition doesn't leave alone.
Tell me we don't get have a talk. Fireball. No, we're not going to try talking about this. Okay. Apparently, I just going to be considered a bad guy now. Oh, you guys are actually weaker than I thought you'd be. You know, for Canary, I thought they'd be maybe worth a field hits. Oh, hey, at least those. Oh, vouchers have not been approved. Oh, well. The forgotten Hala. I don't think I'm going the right way. Pretty sure I'm not going the right way. Well, there's a lot of profits over here. A lot of profits over here. Whee! Secrets is? Oh, that was Valkyrie. That was just one Silverite hill. Or technically two Silverite. There's a high hollow. Wait, is that the golden hollow? That looks like a golden hollow. I'm pretty sure if I kill the golden hollow, they're not gonna be happy with me. The elves back in that one area. They're not gonna be happy with me. Oh no, you murdered the golden hollow. The elves are gonna be unhappy. Oh no. But once again, since when have I really given a damn about the fucking Dalish? Oh no, they're attacking me with spells. Welcome to the, you know, Gatlock camera thing. Oh well. You're in a very inconvenient spot, Ghost. A very inconvenient place. Okay. Stop spinning. Overall, in terms of loot, not impressed. Huh? Dick waffle. I do believe we need to go over this side. No, we need to go over this side. Okay, so we basically have to do this.
Why did those Kunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
No idea. They weren't Talvashoth, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Cume.
Poison arrows, huh? Still painful to look at with us lying a bit. Just telling you, Bioware, you didn't do a good job on that. The Dread Whip keeps its gaze on the one light that illuminates the way forward. Oh. 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 Well, this one, this should be simple, by the way. So there's either one way this works. Okay. So the one light that illuminates the way forward. The problem though is, wouldn't that technically change with how days work? Wouldn't technically move to other places? But wouldn't it would technically be, you know, this.
That's Fen Harel, removing the face markings from a Dalish elf.
Not Dalish. They weren't Dalish yet, right?
Maybe the markings used to have a different meaning.
Slave markings. Slave markings. So yeah, the one light. Ooh. I'm sorry, are we not doing this? How that sounds? Oh. So is it seriously that dumb? Oh, it's just the one he's looking at. Oh no. Like seriously though. It's not the one that, the only one that's lit by light. That made more sense in my head. Fine. That's dumb.
What's this?
That's not even a good. I mean, it has piercing arrows, but still. No enchants, no stats. Ugh. Yeah, it bothers me because, you know, when you say one light and the only one's lit over though, but no, it's the one he's looking at. That's dumb, yo. Oh, fine. Whatever, moving on. Stupid elves.
Lots of powerful magic carries sensations of determination. Former slaves and ranks to prevent her armed and strong, and their skills clear. Their face tattoos, the elven action are gone. Words are not so much hurt as about. The brand of the unknowns can be lifted from you, that all may know you oppose the cruelties. None here are slaves, all are under protection. All must choose to fight. All must choose to fight.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanuris posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
The Dalish are going to shit themselves.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at all this retconning. The retconning. Hey, massive health armor ring. But yeah, think about it. I forgot almost all of this, apparently. I forgot that this hill is where Bioware basically started the descent to, you know, the retconning hill.
That basically everything the Dailies know is wrong. And those guys are bad, yo. So it's not just Veilguard that was like, hey, we're just gonna do this out of the blue. No, I guess Trespasser was just groundwork for them, for the bullshit. I forgot. I've only done Trespasser once. Look at all that. Look at that. Look at that. No, you can't grab that. You need to be on the upper side. Oh no. Well, how do I get on the upper side? How do I get on the upper side? I don't know how to get on the upper side. Remember which moves the to light the second sconce from the left as you face the warp side. Use the blue-green. Then the brazier is magic, but will not harm you. Remember your duty to the queen. We would like to sconce a box collection the stat pods will open. There was an item inside. Do not touch it. It's open and open. Whoever satisfies the sound for magic when time comes. So that's how they got in. Hi. I was ready. New trial before. Jesus, Orphan. Where you going, buddy? Back there. Not done with you yet. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. Enhanced basic attack, your first attack now leaps you toward your target. Not bad. The only problem though is I'd say it's missing. The only thing it's really missing is stat up, like literally. But hey, Canary orders. So, for some reason, they're in both common tongue. A red report station people in the abandoned open tower orders by the lake. Here's a short distance from its entrance to the mirror that connects to Hamlet's Row. We will need this space to larger people after infiltration is complete. There's a map of the crossroads at the bottom from the Elven ruins alluding to the luring that leads to the Winter Palace.
This letter says the Kunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Halam Shiral.
So they're aiming for the Winter Palace.
It was some sort of infiltration.
Oh,
There's no more
no.
details.
This is crazy. They're acting like we're at war.
Are they?
I don't know, boss. I wish I did.
What I wish I knew is how to get the fucking mail. That's what I wish I knew. How about if I do this? Does this magically let me in? Like, I don't see any, well, maybe from, like, up there and in. But that would require me to go down to get up, to go down to get up. How the fuck does that even work?
Let's look for anything that explains why the Kunari came here before we go.
2 hours ago, an unknown true penetrated defenses mastering flow to mage. Used magic to awaken spirits to turn them against us, and intruder moved as if they knew this place. Fled after spirits awoke, jars instead spirits keep attacking, engagement not wrecker. The blood still wet. So someone came in and woke up all these spirits.
We have to warn people about the Kunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
Oh no, now the Kunari are after the Winter Palace in LA. Well, here's the thing, think about. This here is basically, you know, when there's technically potentially an act of war, you know? Which, well, technically it would only anger LA. But since there's also Ferelden, you know, diplomats at the Winter Palace, that could also be seen as a threat there too to Ferelden. Which means technically, since the Divine's also there, they could sanction a whole exalted march on, you know, the entire Kunari race, you know.
Saharan base crew. Because, you know, they technically have invaded upon, you know, Orlais. And threatened, basically, the Divine. So, yeah, just saying. That doesn't look good in political terms. So the one thing we didn't get was the stupid, you know. And now we're back here, but we didn't get that stupid whatever. You know, I'm gonna look that up just so I don't spend too long overthinking it. So how do we get in the treasure room? Oh, apparently there's some bombs I need to blow up. But you'll have to have a thing. So I need to have an upgrade to my thing. Okay, so come back later. Maybe. Okay. Anyway. Let's just go forward. Do. I assume I could come back, you know, so long as the gate's active. Because this should take us back to the crossroads, and then we go from there to the Winter Palace and all that.
One dead Canary was bad enough.
Oh,
now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Canary may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now.
Well, you know.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
Maybe
we must
after
ensure
the
that the
next
Canary do not
Dragon Age.
disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
But can we use the Canary attacking as, like, you know, political things? Being like, hey, so the Canary came here to murder all you guys, and so technically we should all be at war with the Canary, right?
Could we use the Kunari threat to remind everyone how valuable the Inquisition still is? Not until we know more. It will be fine. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
So we're just going back. No, hey, we're at the Winter Powers. Investigate the Winter Plot. The Kunari plot, not the Winter plot. So, can I go talk to people again and have new dialogue?
Everything going all right so far?
Any word from Hawk?
I got a message from, well, best not to name an entire chain of smuggling syndicates in polite company. Anyway, Weishaupt is apparently the special kind of mess that only appears when Hawk shows up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll all play out, but my money's on Hawk walking away from the Warden's fortress as it explodes.
I don't understand how you just become a Viscount.
When the ruler of a Marcher state dies and there's no heir, the nobles of the city pick a new ruler. Only none of Kirkwall's nobles actually want the throne. Most of them think it's cursed, actually. They can't leave it empty, though, or some other state like Starkhaven or Ansburg will probably invade. I complained about the empty office when it interfered with my reconstruction efforts. They took that as volunteering.
I thought, you know... Evelyn was supposed to be the Viscount. Maybe that's just what happens later.
So, Bran used to be Viscount, and now he just follows you around?
Provisional Viscount.
Pretty much.
With a permanent appointee, finally, in the Viscount's office, I am free to return to my post as Seneschal.
He means my true calling is arrogantly telling people they can't talk to the Viscount. He's good at it, too.
I'm surprised no one from the Council of Heralds wants your autograph.
You just missed them. Duke Cyril keeps asking me for spoilers from my next book.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
We... Hey, Blackwall.
Need me for anything?
What is it like, being a warden now?
Things are in upheaval. There have been heated arguments about the future of the Order. I wouldn't be surprised if we tore ourselves
Well,
apart.
knowing how the first warden is, it sounds about right.
What do you think's going to happen at the Exalted Council?
Maker, I have no idea. Politics always makes my head spin. The Inquisition shouldn't have to give in whenever some prissy noble gets their knickers wedged somewhere.
It's nice to have everyone back in the same place again.
I have to admit I missed it. What does it mean when we need a huge diplomatic talk or the world ending just to bring us together? I got the chance to have a few drinks with Sarah. Miss that girl.
We're getting married.
It's still a little awkward talking to Cassandra. But the commander appears to have forgiven me. Finally.
Until later.
Take care.
Cassandra.
I hear congratulations are in order,
Look,
Inquisitor.
I know we're coming to
Were
border.
you inspired by our chat earlier? Don't answer that. I prefer to pretend that was the case. I am certain you and the commander will be very happy. He is quite a catch.
Is that so?
Oh yes. The Orlesian
Wait,
court
what?
is in absolute pandemonium over this, even by their standards.
Wait, what? What the fuck are you even on about? What?
So, you've been quite busy?
Ugh.
That bad?
Being divine is like trying to herd a field of cats into a lake for a much-needed bath. Even so, I would be pleased with my progress were it not for all the attendants picking over me constantly. And the hat! Needless to say, I'm more than happy for this diversion.
I hear you've been rebuilding the Seekers.
Slowly, but yes. I managed to find a few of my former comrades who'd scattered to the winds. Some of them were unsuitable, and I did not ask them to return. Others felt as I did, once they read the Lord Seeker's tome. We've since recruited a few candidates who are going through training now, with full disclosure. What comes after this, I cannot be certain. I'm making it up as I go along.
Sounds familiar.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
What do you think of the Exalted Council?
They are frightened of your power, and there is no longer a hole in the sky to remind them that it was needed.
Maybe what they need is a quick reminder of that power.
Only if you want to stiffen their resolve.
No, come on, we
Even
can murder
so,
the entire country.
I would wait and see where this leads. Calmer heads may yet prevail.
When has that ever been the case?
I'm an optimist. Just ask Varric.
Well, there you go. Is that a new note? Contain news of the Canary culture on the west part of Pearson inside the place, and we quickly spread misinformation. So basically, we don't want everyone to be freaking out about Canary. Even though, you know, we could technically use that to our advantage. Oh, this is not. For some reason, I thought that was, you know. Well, since we're Hill. Okay, since we're Hill, we should probably put these new weapons in Hill, you know. That. We.
Fine by me.
Just saying, guys. We could totally be like, hey, the Canary are invading. We need to unite against the Canary. Therefore, you need the Inquisition. But no, no. Why would we do something like that, you know? Hey, look, Cunning. Hey, look, Fountain. Wait, is this the... maybe. Well, if we're going by that logic, wouldn't it be right here? Like, literally, right here. That's where it should be, right? Fountain. Unless it's on this side. What? Oh. I see it, I see it. Okay, the fuck is that? However it is, it has to be somewhere else, so. Huh. Ah, over there. But firstly, let's go talk to everyone. Oh. Go, what's it like being human?
Being this, being me, it's harder, but better. I like me. Meriden laughs at things I say. Hello.
Hello. There you go.
Hello, and shh. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is acting so weird. I mean, besides because Canary assassins and everything.
Canary assassins?
You see it, right? There's something going with the elf servants. Makes sense after that ruin, right?
Oh no. I was thinking about you said. What sort of dialogue is that? Who read this line? I was thinking about you said.
It's been a couple of years. How's everything sitting with you?
It's weird meeting back up and seeing everyone get their grey. First time I've been anywhere long enough to get fond of things. Cassandra is staying herself. So far. Hopefully. She needs someone to watch out for her. So I kind of do. How's it feel to be the reason for all of it? Especially for me. That's my biggest growy, uppy love. Being for someone else is brilliant.
I was thinking about you, said.
I can't stop thinking about everything you said.
See, that's what
Never
sounds
cared about
better.
words until I got vows. Now they're everything. You're everything.
When you start going on about elves, it's hard to tell if it's about them or you.
Yes, yes, you're ever so clever. Arse. Point is, the servants have no complaints. No asking for a Jenny. They serve this lot, but don't want them done for anything.
So, the nobles are nice, and the servants are happy?
Two things that have never been true. Mark that I said it. We're fighting Canary, but something else is on the up.
I suppose you've a lot to say about that elven ruin. About the creators.
They're not even demons. Just big magey knobs punching down. And yes, the shits who use them to make me feel broken can still eat it. But always waiting for that fight is way too much work. It's like doing half the hurt for them. Maybe we're old now, but I'm tired of it. We've new fights to look forward to. We always do, seems like.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
There's something about that dialogue that bothers the shit out of me. Our tower. Tower. I told her. We said yes. Lady Tiffany Kadesh is my wifey. That's your name. That's like family. Don't understand Tiffany in so many flowers. Sarah Kadesh is written in every blank space. And the flowers never will be. Elf illusions and runes. Runes can get off. Canary and elfy things make sense. Things. Elfy gods aren't even demons, weird or worse. Don't tell the servants, they seem off. Drawing the last member from the ruins unfinished. That might hurt to keep, though many empty pages and the one that is dog-eared. Take time taken. Detailed drawing of Tiffany smiling. It looks almost complete. The right ear seems to be a spatial focus.
Wish I hadn't burned all my contacts with the Ben Hasrath. Be nice to have some idea what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but then you'd be on their side, Chief.
Yes, but I'd know things. I like knowing things.
The Chargers have been with the Inquisition for a while now. Is everyone still happy?
No complaints, Your Worship. The Inquisition's been good to us. We'd disband and join the Inquisition officially, but the Chief gets this sad dog look when we suggest it.
The loyalty is touching, Krem.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
The thing about we're getting cunning upgrades now by finding treasures, but is there no dead story from finding, you know, the frickin' Harlequins? But what about like willpower and shit like that? Huh. Anyway, let's there's Josephine at actually. Oh, probably up there. Which means I'd have to go back this way. Then up this way. And then around these guys. And over this way. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Huh. Where the fuck are you at? Or wait, maybe she's up even higher. That would make more sense, actually. That would make sense. Hey, Josephine.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any earringing should go away in a day or two.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, back to figuring out shit. Someplace around here. Beverly, have you seen a cunning thing? Maybe it's above me. Maybe it's above me. Am I Beverly?
Darling, what can I do for you? I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out.
Cassandra is handling her office as admirably as I expected. History will remember Victoria as a truly great divine.
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
The Circle is recovering. So much was lost during the rebellion. Lives, most of all. So many experienced teachers gone. But I have hope. And determination. Which is better.
We'll talk another time.
Hey, Liliana.
Inquisitor, is there something I can help with?
How are your nugs?
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh yes! A litter was born just a month ago. We are weaning them right now. If you are hoping for one, I'm afraid they're already spoken for.
Your nug breeding sounds like more than just a hobby now.
It has certainly expanded. And who knows, if the Inquisition ends, there are worse things to do with my time. I find being with the little ones soothing.
Well, there you go. She always did like nugs, like back in Origins, I believe.
Have you met with Cassandra since her
I've
return?
heard so many.
Oh yes, she's quite relieved to be out of the robes and back in the armor. I just hope she doesn't forget everything she's learned as divine. It took 2 years before she stopped hiding a sword under her vestments.
Well, you should still keep a sword on you, and you never know when you could need one, you know.
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
There is activity in the Tirashan. Strange elves, like those at the Temple of
Oh
Mythal.
good, now there's more strange
No news
elves.
of Solus, however.
Perhaps later, Liliana.
More
I'll be right here if you
strange
need anything.
elves. A lot of strange elves. What's this note then? That's instrument. Uh-huh. Hi Colin, having fun with the dog.
Was there something you needed?
Is there any news from Ferelden? How is your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
I sense a threat to my commander's chess superiority. I'm sure the defeat will be distressing.
He's 4. I could at least pretend I'd throw the game.
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
And how everyone wanted to fuck you?
Well, I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
Okay.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
Who else do I need to talk to? Dorian, of course. Of course we should go talk to Dorian. I mean, he's Dorian. Hey.
I can't believe it's been so long.
Around 2 years.
That's it? 2 years? Sweet merciful maker, it felt like 10. That could have been all the wine. Only thing back home I really missed.
What is this ambassadorship about exactly?
You tell me. I didn't ask for it. One day I was minding my business in the capital, the next, here I am. I believe my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object.
Yeah,
They'd love for the
go
Inquisition
bother
to fall
with that
apart.
down south.
So they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's end, everyone else would disagree on principle. So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
So, power things fireball.
Things are going well with the bull, I take it?
He's happy I've returned, if that's what you mean. Nearly crushed 3 of my ribs with that ridiculous hug.
You say that as if you didn't like it.
For such a great beast, he's a terrible sap.
I want to talk about my feelings, Dory.
You do like it.
Quiet, you. Get over here. And then where will I be?
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I went home. Twice. Father was only there once. Mother was drunk both times. I also went to Carinus to see my good friend Maevaris. Then I settled some of Alexis's affairs. That wasn't fun.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor for one. Cassandra in a flowy dress just seems wrong. And that hat does her no favors. As for this whole Exalted Council business, well... I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world. Sadly, I'm always right. So long as the Inquisition's around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
Another time.
I look forward to
I'm
it.
just saying, we could technically unite both Ferelden, Orlais, and the Inquisition against the Canary. Because the Canary have made basically a war threat by attacking Hell. You know, we could technically do that, but we're not, for some reason. I know I like the Canary and everything, but I'm just saying, in this case, in this playthrough, why aren't we doing that? It just feels weird, you know. But hey, we have like think about it, right? We need a reason to keep the Inquisition around, right? Well, that was a reason to keep the Inquisition around. Yay, more cunning. Where the fuck is that? Huh. Some place like over here? Maybe. Maybe? Maybe, he says. Don't see anything though. Huh.
Is there something you need?
Oh, yes.
Where could it be? Beep, 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 beep. Maybe up the hill.
Fine by me.
What would be up here? Shit, man, shit. Go check up this way first. Okay, let's go up this way. So there's the thing. Apparently we require the schematic encore. Cool. I'd look at it, but at the same time, well, you know, let's go check. What could encore be? Let's find out, shall we? Is there a weapon? Ah, it's a stick. But it's only a 2 or 3 stick and I haven't. There's only one problem with it, right? So it's basically about the same as Hackman's Wisdom, except for it's missing just a bit of a fence. So honestly, in terms of stuff, like, okay, so for example, we could have it up to 125. And then, yeah, we could get attack percentage, or barrier, heal and kill. And it's just, yeah, not great. Just not great. I was hoping it would be like a top hat or something. No, we don't get a top hat. Yeah, top hats exist. I know, right? Oh well. Anyway, back to investigating. Investigating. What's this? Hey, hard and high town again. Okay. Investigating. But seriously, why is there just a loop in hell? I think what we need to do is we need to question Emperor Selene why the fuck there's a loop in hell. Or Briera? Yeah. Oh, so I want to point out, where the fuck are they at? You know, Winter Palace and all that. No, they're not here either. Anyway. Iron Bow. Oh, I even like how it says Thumb Rainer. Yeah, you go up to Blackwall and it still says Blackwall. Oh, hey, they have a bridge over there now.
Hey, Ben Abasto Hasot. Guess they didn't feel like talking.
That path wasn't there before. It's
Oh,
the
no,
Canary,
it is.
right? Rocks can't move themselves.
So now we can technically go back to that area. But we're going to have to for that one thing that we can't do yet, so yeah. But instead we now go to this area, yay. I think I'll probably call the very ones to go through the living room
That?
though.
No idea.
Doesn't sort of look like there are dragon egg-like decorations.
Alright, let's see where they were going.
Back at like Skyhold, technically.
So that's how the Kunari moved the paths.
Oh, cool.
Do a thing, rocks move. Switches are fine, whatever they look like.
Wee. They're not where we're supposed to be going, but... Not where we're supposed to be going, but where does this go? Well, there's a Ferelden throne. Arriving in most of the pages of the course, the main throne was covered in spiky handles. Then there's even radical, wildly idiosyncratic of both. So across them, the folk of that witch drag up souls down to the larger and the bread and dark. His praise prey upon a humble wits and goats sworn even in the tower's keepers declares, I will rest here with you if thy world deities of me. The old friend which pulled me grip up on my end, Since his last was kind, I made it known Elvin lives south-like. He says Sarah not be as Sarah is, and I say that's even true. He left lark-like come talk. He showed me a mirror deep strange, an illusion sworn to being in his family for. And there's a fade touch the override. What's in
Right,
your...
if we're killing demons, let's kill some ruddy demons.
Oh, hi. Was not prepared for that. Oh, she was actually, yeah. Well, you know what, we need some good old fashioned. There you go. I got my help. Yeah, remember, weapons actually are pretty threatening. Oh god, yeah, pretty threatening. Why aren't you barriering me, Dorian? Jeez. Ow! Well, that hurts more than it should have. And so well, I guess we could loot the chest now. I was gonna say the point of that. The bind that guides. The permanent stacking bonus granted for barrier usage. So basically what you're saying is this is 4%. So if we have 4 pieces, heal, movement speed, attack speed. The take and shape, man. We got about that. Huh. So it's a set thingy. Right. Oh no, I don't really give a shit. I should take note of it. We okay, where does this one go? Any more demon boxes?
More demons for us to clean out.
Yeah, boo. Don't feel like I did anything. Did I? Switch those? I switched those somehow. Okay, so... Jesus, this one has a better size. Barrier for days. Okay, so what were you guarding?
No piece of that? Yes, and no piece of that. The either weaves, so yeah, basically the same stats, just you can all add it up. Which, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst effects. I would assume that one would be, well, rings, probably, yeah. That's one's a weapon. The problem though is that would imply that, yeah, I would have to search around this place probably for the outward two. But let's go through here and see where this goes. Where could this go? Looks like the deep roads. Doesn't it, in a way?
Those Canary can't have gotten far. Be
Deep
ready.
roads. Deep roads. Problem is, the deep roads could go literally any fucking well. I think we're safe and call it hill. I forget how much there is to this. So yeah, I can't predict how long this is going to take. I remember there being a dragon fight at some point, but I can't remember when. But anyway, still, couldn't we just say that, hey, the Canary are a threat? We need the Inquisition. We need Orlais and Throne to help the Inquisition fight the Canary. And then, hey, even Treventer might be like, hey, if you guys help us fight the Canary, we'll give you support too. But no. Even though that sounds like, you know, that could have been a way to set up plot for, you know, Veilguard. It's like, nah. Just nah. Anyway, next time, more Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day.